I don't want to go.
No, you're not gonna get me to cry about this again. No. Hey guys. So, we are here with the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9. Remember, the grand finale. Now, I will be completely honest. I did go see this in theaters with my sister just because we've both been fans of the show since the very first episode, since the pilot aired, and it just felt appropriate for us to go and see it together. There's not a lot of movies we really feel like shelling out the money and time to go see, but this was one we agreed on was worth it. So for me, it's going to be a mixture of kind of re-reacting, going back and getting to see some parts a second time, but also kind of sharing my insights and things that I kind of got after I had a chance to let the hype from seeing it the first time die down a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Been a while since we saw the original opening. I don't think we really had that since the very first episode. This is still so freaking catchy. And Zubo and Caine here too. Ragatha Jax. And Pomni, yep, Pomni took the place. And it's glitching so bad. The distortion talking about how far we've fallen from that very bright and cheerful beginning. With only a little bit of existentialism.
Sure? How did that even happen? There's no
Fat
one
finger the keys.
He was messing with the console as I was working. I don't know what happened, but before I could try to get him back, the floor opened up.
Happens to the best of us.
That's convenient.
Jax.
What? Are we all just supposed to forgive this? This guy messed up in the worst possible way he could. Now we have nothing.
Jax, please, just calm down. We're
Anything else you want to tell us?
Jax!
What? He gets to mess up like this and everyone takes his side?
Oof. It's not about taking sides, Jax. It's just everybody's kind of still in the moment right now.
Brain scans. Scratch was trying to make a brain scanner. I didn't think it actually worked. We didn't know how to work with the files, and they were impossibly small, given what they were supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a folder full of them when I was in Caine's code. So, I guess Caine found a way to get them working.
That means...
That means somebody could go pick up the phone, because I freaking called this from the very first episode. I know I didn't start reacting to these videos on the channel because I'd already seen most of them by the time I started it, but I have been saying on every single past episode, Soma theory, Soma logic. Because if they actually were getting people sucked into a computer a la Dot Hack or Sword Art Online style, it would be a much bigger deal in the real world. More people would know about this. But no, the way they were acting, and especially from Ragatha when she got scanned in and was saying guys, implying that there were people with her, people would have noticed. So I was so hyped when I saw this in the theater, looked at my sister and said, I knew it, I was right. Just whisper shouting so we wouldn't disturb like the 2 or 3 other groups that were in the theater with us. Just had to have my moment.
Congratulations, Zubul! Guess you still get to leave your mark in the world. Oh, isn't that fun?
Jax.
I guess you still get to hang out with Mommy after all, right, Rags?
Shut up, Jax!
Ooh.
Guess I'm... still...
Yep, you're still out there too.
I think I've always known. It just,
Yeah. It's
for
hard to
some
accept.
reason, it still hurts so much to hear it.
I know it hurts, but we still have each other. We're all in this together.
Start the High School Musical references. Up. Oh, Zubul ain't even moving. Zubul, your girl needs you. Come on. Though to be fair, I think everybody would need a moment to break down after that, because there's plenty of people who have that moment of thinking, you know, what if nothing I do matters? This is that times 20. Give them a sec, Pomni. Let them mourn. Let them process. Let them deal with their existential dread. Kinger's still moving though, so at least you got Daddy Kinger to help you.
Need any help?
Sure, if you want to give it a try.
That would be useful to learn. Especially if Caine's not around to fix things
Relax
anymore.
your body and mind. Deep breaths. And try not to think too hard about it.
Oh, she got a little something. Womp womp. Into the void. Oh.
I really wanted to help.
You had a good start.
Oh.
I thought I could uplift everyone, but everything's gotten so bad.
To be fair, that part wasn't your fault.
Am I stupid for even trying?
No, none of this is your fault.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone could have predicted things to play out the way they did.
Not really, no.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Does anybody ever?
You know, out of all the people I've seen enter this place, I don't think any one of them adjusted as quickly as you did.
I was a nervous wreck.
Yeah, seriously. How
So
long was
was
she
I.
here? Like,
It's a
a
lot
week?
for
2
anybody to
weeks
go
tops before
Well,
everything went to
The
hell?
others took weeks, hell, even months to get used to everything, myself included.
Mm-hmm.
You found your footing in a matter of days.
Yep.
Not just that. You've
First
also
episode
become
to the
someone
Gummy
they can
Good,
trust,
yeah.
even if they don't seem receptive. It's times like these they're gonna need someone like that the most. You're very strong, Pomni. And I know you'll be able to get through this.
Aww.
We've been here before.
Have we?
Yeah. Back in the Milden Hall Manor. I doubt you remember.
It's still true.
At least his mind
It
is
may
staying
take
with him
time.
now that he's got the bucket.
But they'll come around. We can't fix every problem. Not
Maybe
with
they need to give him like an
ourselves.
umbrella hat or
with the
something. More
world around
practical.
But we can still do what we can.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
But it won't be a lot of work alone.
Heck yeah, power of friendship and found family. Also, I mean, it's not like they got anything but time at this point to learn. I mean, she's basically getting a crash course in programming and code writing at this point. She also has to learn object collision. Aww. And Ragatha joins in. And I do really like this part, this progression of time, showing them slowly recovering from everything, learning how to do this, kind of getting over... You can't really completely get over the pain of finding out something like that, but you take time to process it. You let yourself feel your feelings, and then you press on. That's all you can do sometimes. Oh, and of course Jax is being stubborn and not socializing. Go to them, damn you! Come on. Come on, do it, do it.
Never mind.
No.
I wish I'd pried a little more. I
Yeah,
somehow
you should
forgot how
have.
bad it can get.
This part was devastating to see in the theater, because we just instantly went, oh no, no.
What do we do now?
Why?
What can we do? Of course he'd do this. Of course he'd wait until there's nothing we could do about it. That's just so... God damn it, Jax.
I have said before that Zubul is my favorite out of the cast. I identify with them on a lot of levels. But I also just love the fact that they definitely had this animosity and this real tendency to butt heads with Jax, but that didn't mean that they didn't care, and that Jax did care about them as well. It's just complicated. So, yeah, their reactions just always feel so real to me whenever I see them. I just identify with them so much, and it hurts more.
I'm sorry.
For what? Hey. This isn't your fault.
No, it's one of those things
Why can't I
where...
cry for him?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just gonna take a while to
suppose
process that
we
there's
should
only
try
so much you
coming
can
up with
do
a
if somebody
plan
doesn't
to
want
keep
to
him contained.
reach out.
You know, I always thought it should have been me.
Don't say that.
Oh,
We were friends once. I mean, sort of friends. As much of friends as anybody could have been with Jax. We could talk to each other, at least. But then, what was it? Something like the Snowy Summit. I can't really remember.
we've seen that one plenty of
Something
times.
happened between him and her. And
Oh, Ragatha.
her name was Ribbit.
Which we have heard that mentioned a couple
I think
times.
I remember you mentioning her before.
Yeah, with the other
I wasn't supposed
abstractions.
to. After Ribbit was gone, I tried to comfort him. He told me to never mention Ribbit's name again. He made me promise. And I did.
It's not a healthy way for anybody
I
to
think
mourn.
that's where our friendship really finally ended.
You put up the
I wonder if
walls.
things would have been different if I'd said no. It was so hard for me. I still don't know why I did it. I just wanted him to know he wasn't alone. That I was there for him. And I guess I just didn't want to lose any more friends.
Yeah.
Shows what I know, huh?
Ragatha, you were the first real friend I made here. And despite all that's happened, I still consider you my closest friend.
The shippers are eating well right now, guys. The shippers are eating
We're
well.
still a friend.
Aww. The hesitation. The way she starts crying, and yes, this moment with her arms like she doesn't know what to do. Ragatha does not get enough hugs, and she definitely needs more. This girl is touch-starved. She's like a sad rescue dog, almost. You can tell she's been through so much. I talked before about like the symbolism with the button on her eye, the abuse from her mom and all that. And yeah, it's just tragic that she's probably never been given affection like this.
Make sure Gangle, Zubul, and Kinger are okay. They need someone like you right now.
Pomni, you've been one of the best things to happen to me since I got here. I trust you.
Like I said, the shippers are eating well with this one, guys. The shippers are being fed. Also, just gotta say, like I mentioned before, Zubal's my favorite. I identify with them a lot, but I also really, really identify with Ragatha too, as the person in my friend group who has had to be the designated quote-unquote mom friend, the one that has to be feels like they have to be the responsible one or has to take charge in a situation. And sadly, even within my own family, I have had to play what I call the family tissue box. I am the one that, for a while, when I was living with my family, as much as I love them, I love my parents, I love my sister, there were so many times where I just was the one holding everybody's emotional states together. I was the one everybody would complain to about their problems. My dad passively aggressively complaining about every issue he has with my mom. My mom coming to me to lay out her grievances and problems with my dad. My sister needing somebody she could talk to who understands her feelings because our parents aren't good at processing how to give her advice or relate to her with her autism the way that I do, because my ADHD makes me just close enough, and it burns you out so badly, so painfully, because it makes you feel like you have to keep being strong so that everybody else around you doesn't crumble, because you're the one that they're all going to. How can you be the one to break down when everybody else needs you so they can keep going? And it also just sometimes felt like my own issues weren't big enough to warrant it compared to what everybody else was going through. I have broken through that. I do relapse sometimes, but I definitely get the things that Ragatha's going through and her breakdown, because I've had that moment and it hurts. And damn it, I'm not crying about this again. No, I've already cried about this in the theater. You're not kidding me again, Glitch. You're not kidding me a second time.
I trust you.
Okay, I'm good now. I had to vent. I had to get that out of my system. Sorry. These bastards are good at making me emotional, I'll tell you that much. The way they just look back at each other for that bit of comfort before they know they have to separate. I'm glad that they've got each other like this. Ragatha has been there for Pomni since day one, and Pomni's able to be there for Ragatha now that she's worked through some of her own issues. They deserve it. They both do. Okay. Oh, she got the revolver. Pomni with the revolver. What's she gonna do? Alright, Pomni, you got this, girl. Remember what Jax taught you. Yep. Shooting out the lights. Come on, come on. 2 more, 1 more. And there we go. We're in the darkness. Now that we know that this calms them down. You can see why Kinger got so mesmerized looking at this. It is very trippy. Yes! Force the friendship hug, Pomni! Do it! And oh boy, I hope nobody took anything before watching this video, because you are going to be tripping hard at this point. Just also kind of looking around the edges, seeing if I can make out anything in the chaos, but it's just going too fast with too many colors for me to process. Okay. And now we're in the Mind Palace stage. The many sides of Jax. What will you tackle first? Ragatha.
Jax? I just want you to know that if you need anything, or if you need to talk to anybody, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I know you need it. And I'm the only person who can help you. You need me. I can fix you.
Okay. We all know that is not how Pomni talks. That would be much closer to how Ragatha talks, though I doubt she would outright say that I can fix you part. That would still be very heavily implied. So I'm pretty sure that this is a reenactment of what happened when Ribbit abstracted and Ragatha tried to comfort him like she was talking about before. Ooh. Yeah, this is dark. Oh, those eyes are so big and terrifying. Yeah, imagine how terrifying that would be.
You can't die from oxygen deprivation, remember?
Yep, that's the coldness. That's the wall. That's pushing everybody away. Alright, what's the next part of Jax?
Come on, guys, put some gusto into it. We're gonna make this the best funeral ever. It's what Zubul would have wanted.
I didn't notice this the first time I watched it, but sorry, somebody's being very loud out in the parking lot. But I love that Gangle's got her little manic mask from the Spudsies episode.
Remember, it's not a mourning of death. It's a celebration of life.
So?
Oh, Sassy Jax.
Why are you wearing that?
Wearing what? Oh, this! I figured what better way to honor Zubul's spirit than by wearing something all gender freaky, right?
You're not beating
doing
the
it to make
allegations
fun of
today,
them.
Jax.
Isn't that what you're doing?
I hate you.
What?
Yep.
Don't act like you don't like it, sweet cheek.
The complicated
Meet me
emotions.
in my room after the funeral. Don't be late.
Dang. Her partner's dead and you're already hitting on her.
Get back to work.
Yeah, just close that one, Pomni. You don't have to unpack all that. You don't want to unpack all that. I have seen some debate from people about if Jax actually had a thing for Gangle or not. Maybe that's part of his reason for his animosity towards Zubul, but I don't know. I think he definitely had some complicated feelings regarding Gangle, but I don't think he actually liked her. At most, it may have been like the classic kid bullies someone they maybe have a crush on thing, but not actual deep feelings beyond that. More of a defensive thing. Yeah, you ain't getting near that one yet, honey. You gotta break down some more walls first.
You killed the only person I've ever loved. Now I'm going to kill you.
Sheesh, you just blame me for everything, don't you?
We're going straight up Looney Tunes, y'all.
I gotta do something about this. I think this calls for a change in scenery.
Yep, fourth wall breaking. It's always been good at that. Yikes. Oh, how it even specifies off-key outro music. Even cuts off the head out to lunch. Yeah, that's just straight up his joking Looney Tunes persona that he puts on. Oh,
How the hell did you get in
he's
here?
actually playing Daisy
We have a
Bell.
strict no girls allowed policy. Why are you wearing that? I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that. I'm wearing it
Denial.
ironically. That way it shows truly just how little I care.
Still not beating the
Don't
allegations.
forget about me. I can play the piano. You know, if you have to say you can play the piano, it makes it seem like you can't actually play. Yeah, just shut up and play!
Ew, the static effect with the drink is really cool. I like that.
Think of us back there?
Oh, that? Who knows? Everything's way more fun when you play it out in extremes.
That's not reality, though.
Oh, boy.
It's not. It's a coping mechanism.
Reality's gay.
I also just love the reality's gay moment.
Yeah! I mean, killing off the comic relief character? What a freaking drag. This whole episode's been nothing but wah, wah, wah.
There he goes with the fourth wall breaking again. Oh. Yeah, none of them want to acknowledge what's behind door number 3.
Yay. Yeah! I mean, killing off the comic relief character? What a freaking drag. This whole episode
Just had to
has
see
been
that
nothing but
again.
Wah, wah, wah. Where's the levity?
Just like the tiniest little thump from inside of it, and every aspect of his personality. The joking side, the one that puts up the walls, the one that's probably a pretty good hint about what some of Jax's actual problems are. They all lash out immediately. They are all covers.
Where's the real Jax?
You're not gonna get anywhere asking questions like that. Now scram! You're messing up our game.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you have a key to this door?
Nope. And even if I
Of course
did,
they
I
do.
wouldn't give it to you. You women need to learn to quit prying all the time.
Fair.
Wow. I hope that doesn't also happen to me.
Yep. Yep, that's a more genuine, softer side of Jax. But stuck in place. The one that wants people to like him. That's what I get out of that one. Alright. See if we can find real Jax now. Oh boy, we're finally getting the real life action stuff. And there are some parts of this where I was a little bit closer, but there were some parts I was still off. Yeah, sleeping on the streets, never fun. Oop. First day in the circus.
Okay. Wait, what's...
Whoa, it's okay. I know it's a lot.
Get away from me!
Yeah,
Look.
oh, I guess everybody does that.
I remember that feeling. It goes away eventually.
Let's see. Croque Monsieur, Croque Madame, Jambon Beurre, Lorraine, oh, probably Quiche Lorraine, Croissant, oh, Pain au Chocolat, that is always my favorite. I do like eclairs and cream puffs, but I prefer more with custard than creams. And of course, good old-fashioned hot chocolate is my drink of choice. Not a big fan of the croque sandwiches, because I don't like ham that much, honestly. I just don't like ham that much, at least not by itself like that. I'd be more likely to eat the croque madame than the croque monsieur. But yeah, just no to the other two hardcore.
Hot chocolate's pretty good. Kaufmo and I made it kind of a tradition to come up here and get it every week.
Can't even tell it's not real.
We actually get to hear Kaufmo talk finally.
Yes, we did it!
Shut up! You caught me off guard.
A laugh's a laugh. I mean, gotta start somewhere.
I'm just mad it was you instead of me.
Well, yeah, you're not funny.
Hey, Ribbit, you want to be
They're
on
so
my team
cute.
again?
Sorry. I'm gonna be showing Jax around this time.
No worries, y'all have fun.
Yeah.
Sup, moron?
Oh my god,
I
same.
have those types of
I swear
friendships.
so much, but the censoring annoyed the shit out of me.
You gotta watch out for her. She's gonna corrupt you.
How bad that looks now, thinking back to the gun episode with Ragatha saying that Jax was trying to corrupt Pomni, and then thinking about Kaufmo saying that Ribbit was corrupting Jax jokingly. There are so many parts of this that make it hurt all the more when you go back and watch the other episodes now. I do like her room,
Today's
it's really
adventure was
pretty.
really fun.
I'm glad I could cheer you up.
Very much the frog nature. I love the star projector.
Done something that you regret?
Yeah? Have you ever breathed air?
Fair.
Something you did out there that you can no longer make up for and you can't stop thinking about. I
God, I want
cut
her room.
ties
It's
with
so
my parents
cool.
when I moved out. They were devout Mormons, and I wasn't. Despite that, I still wish I could see them again. But I'm stuck here.
Also, depending on what sect of Mormonism they're from, they may not even allow that. Because when it comes to Mormons, you have two main types. And it is crazy because I've seen both and it is very different. You have the creepy ones that you always see talked about in things like I Escaped a Cult, where they are getting married off as teenagers, or you see the people with the multiple wives, and it's just very, very much they grow up in these communities and are not allowed to leave. And then you have the ones who are super nice and will offer to help you move boxes a day after meeting you. Maybe the same day they meet you. And I've met both kinds. It is a very jarring experience. So depending on which kind of Mormon her parents were, there's a better chance of her seeing and rekindling a relationship than the other one. If it's the nicer ones, there could still be a chance because a lot of them are about forgiveness and letting God have the final say on judging you. And then the other ones are, like I said, very cult-like. They are the kind where if you leave, you are never allowed to speak to anybody who still follows the faith unless you come back. And they will blackmail you with that too. They will hit you up with the, we miss you, come back to us, trying to manipulate you, and it's just disgusting. But yeah, I feel, depending on which kind they are, it'll make me feel bad or really, really bad for her. Probably never gonna get a confirmation on which type, though.
Is this your way of trying to get me to open up?
It's my way of letting you know I trust you.
I told you I was homeless. What else do you need to know?
Yeah, most people aren't homeless with no reason.
Trust me.
Yeah, but...
Girl, you're pushing for too much too soon.
It's kind of a lot.
You're kind of a lot. But I still like you. A lot is fine.
A lot is fine, huh?
Here comes the lore drop.
I had a weird relationship with my parents. They split when I was just starting high school. I was never close with my dad. He was there, but he also kind of wasn't. He never seemed proud of me, and I always felt like a disappointment to him. Like I could never live up to his standards. When they split up, I just never saw him again. I thought I got along better with Mom, but after he was gone, she changed. When I showed weakness,
we're leaving the
I was
first
less of a man
person.
than him. When I lashed out, I was just as bad as him. It was confusing. It was like she missed him, but also hated him. And I became the target of all that. One stupid day, I was just kind of fed up with it. I told her something I regret telling her. Something deep and personal that I thought would get her off my back. But she laughed at me. Then she went off on me, and it didn't stop. Personal, degrading insults that felt like it went on forever. And despite all that, the thing that bothered me most was, at the end of all of it, she hugged me. I didn't know what to do. So I panicked, and I pushed her off me with all the force I could. She fell backwards. And she didn't get up. I didn't know if she was just trying to make me feel bad, or... I never found out the answer. I just ran as far away from it as I could. Whatever I did to her, I'll never know. I guess there's a lot of things I regret about that day.
Okay, sorry, I went quiet for a while there just because my freaking god, Michael! That voice acting. That was some of the most serious, normal sounding Jax we've gotten in this entire series. And that's like my favorite bit of voice acting. There's definitely a part that comes up soon that also really gets me, but the rawness, the realness, no barriers, no joking, no awkward inflections when there didn't need to be. That was just so raw and emotional. I just had to let that scene play out. Sorry, I couldn't interrupt it. It was too much for me, but oh, my heart. 'Cause yeah, I can't say that I completely relate to this because my parents are still together and I've got pretty decent parents, but I've seen so many people, my mom included being a big one, who came from divorced families, who came from divorces that happened because of what happened to the child. And this very much gives a similar air. I'm not gonna get too graphic with it because it's a very upsetting topic for a lot of people, but my mom was heavily mistreated by the dad she grew up with. I say the dad she grew up with because my grandmother had my mom's bio dad as her first husband. Things happened between them, and she split from him and took my mom with her. That's a different story. It's more complicated. And then she married the one that my mom kind of knew more as her dad growing up, and was the grandfather that I knew as well. And he was a terrible person. And when I say that he abused my mom in every way possible, I do mean in every way, if you catch my drift. I'm not going to go into it because that's going to be a whole thing, a whole trigger warning to put on here, but eventually, after years of enduring it, my mom realized that nobody was gonna stick up for her anymore. So she had to start fighting back. She had to stick up for herself. And there were 2 incidences that led to my grandparents getting divorced. The first one being that I kind of always get the order mixed up on them, but one incident being where my mom used to be my grandparents drank heavily, and my mom was always the one they would yell at to go get them another drink or mix them another drink when they were too drunk to get up off the couch. And my grandmother caught my mom mixing drugs and rat poison into my grandfather's drink and kind of realized, oh, she's probably going to kill him if we have to stay here. The other incident was my mom refused to let my grandfather do things to her anymore. And when she refused, he got mad and he went after her, chased her through the house with a sledgehammer and a baseball bat. By the time my mom made it outside of the house, he had lost the sledgehammer but was still chasing her with the baseball bat. And my grandmother was next door in the neighbor's yard having like tea, having outside snacks, just kind of hanging out with them. And they all saw this. And that's when it kind of became a more public thing of how he was treating my mom. So my grandmother felt like at that point she had to divorce my grandfather. But it was very clear to my mom while they were apart that she did still want to be with him. she divorced him because it was the quote-unquote right thing to do as far as the public was concerned. It was the right thing to do for my mom, technically, even though he still got partial custody and she still had to go to him, which was really messed up in its own right. But my mom always knew that she wanted to be with him. And once she moved out to college, she told her roommate / friend, just watch. Now that I'm out of the house, they'll be back together within a year. They were remarried again in half a year. That is how much she missed him, even knowing the things that he did to my mom. And she definitely repressed a lot of it, even talking to her before she passed, like knowing her after my sister and I came along and after we were wise enough to finally understand the things that he had done to our mom. We would try to talk to her about it, and she just would say that my mom over-exaggerated things or she misremembered things. That denial was hard, and some people really do just get that blinded by love, and I feel like that's what Jax is really going through in this case. Was his parents probably divorced because they disagreed about how to raise him and what was best for him. And his mom definitely had some conflicting feelings about that. Sorry to go on the rant. I'll probably put like a time skip warning when I go back and do the editing for this later. I just... that has been weighing on me since I saw this the first time because I don't agree with it always, but I do understand it. And also, yeah, now knowing what happened with his mom, it definitely explains a lot more why he's got such a problem with hugging, why he reacted to Pomni touching him the way that she did in the gun episode, him freezing up after he shoved her and everything. It's just, it all comes full circle. It all adds a lot more to it when you go back and rewatch those episodes. So yeah, let's continue. Oh, did it break on me? There it goes. Maybe? Okay.
I'm sure she's fine. I mean, if the police never came after you, then she was probably fine.
Yeah. It's a fair point.
I'm sorry. I definitely overshared.
Wait. I'm glad you trust me.
Yeah, you definitely still pushed him before he was ready, but he definitely needed to get that off his chest.
This is embarrassing.
And oh, this part confirming so many theories.
My secret's safe with me.
The bow looks cute on you. It matches too well. Oh no.
Yeah? I mean, now's not a good time. Or now's fine. What do you want?
If now's a bad time, I can come back later.
That would be cool. Good. All right. So, if you ever tell anyone about this, I'm never speaking to you again. Sound good?
Yeah, I won't.
Awesome. Bye.
Oh, the walls are back. The walls are back up hard.
Why am I such an idiot? Why am I such an idiot?
Oh, and this is where it all starts to fall apart.
Jax. Look, about yesterday. I'm sorry if I pried too hard or made you
kinda
feel
did.
uncomfortable.
What? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean... you know none of that was real, right? What, that corny backstory
the denial.
on a Hallmark movie? Nah, really got you, though. I'm gonna go.
And he's pulling away from both of them now.
Hey, wanna team up?
Nah, I'm teaming up with Kaufmo. Maybe next time, though.
I actually heard they're supposed to look like that.
Just ignoring her.
Hey, you wanna team up?
Nah, I'm with Kaufmo.
Okay.
Oof. Slowly making her feel like she's pushed out of the group.
What?
Oh. The isolation.
I'm gonna hang out in the cafe.
Okay. Why are you telling me this?
I don't know.
Dude, you're gonna regret
Hey,
this.
Jax, can we talk?
What is there for us to possibly
The
talk
snowy
about?
summit.
Just whatever I did, whatever's going on between us, can we just stop this? I miss talking to you.
We're here. We're talking. What else
No,
do you
you're
want from me?
not.
just
You're
want
talking
to be-
at her.
Friends, again.
What? So you can pry into my personal life and hold it over my head?
Is that really what you think? This can't be what you want.
What? Because you know me so
I wanna
well.
be-
Because we're such super close best friends. So we
Jax,
know everything
were
about each other.
friends. We were great friends, and I'm
Oh
sorry
my
for
God.
crying, but I don't want this one stupid mistake to be
Here
the
we
thing
go.
that ends
Here
all
we
of this.
go. Why are you still fixated on that night? Nothing happened. You keep reading into things when there's nothing there. You're the one using me. You're manipulating me.
I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Oh.
Hey, if Ribbit ever says anything about me, just know it's not true.
What?
She wouldn't do that, but he's too paranoid.
Hey, Ragatha. What was that movie you were talking about earlier?
Huh? Wait, when was I... Oh, you mean yesterday? Hey, Jax, have you seen Ribbit at all today?
He should have done it, man. Should have reached out. And he still went for the hot chocolate. And now it's too late. You done goofed up, Jax. And now she's gone.
Hey, Look, we were friends, but I know you two were especially close. Just, if you need anyone to talk to.
Do I look like I need someone to talk to?
Yes, yes, you
It's
do.
hard. Just don't be afraid to reach out to me.
That's
I
probably in
promise.
the aftermath. And right after that, Gangle shows up and he latches
Why
onto
don't we call her
Gangle.
Gangle. That sounds about as pathetic as she looks.
Great choice, Gangle. I'll be sure to add that right into the system.
Damn. Poor girl didn't even get to
Out of the way,
choose.
Rags.
Jax, look, I know we don't get along, but I think I might have found a way out of here.
Have fun being crazy.
And I should just play
And
along
then
until I
Pomni
win.
shows up.
Whatever you say, kid. You never know until it's too late.
Nope, that holds a lot more weight now, doesn't it?
You're not looking too good.
No, you're not. It's also cool to think about that this was what happened between the time when he left Pomni and Ragatha to the time when he found Kinger and Gangle. He had to take a moment to recompose himself. Yeah, you're not looking good at all there, buddy. Also, you really just gotta think about how long was Ribbit in isolation? How many days was she in there before anybody really thought to go and check on her? And by then, it was probably way too late already. That's how isolated she became, and that just... Oh, that's gotta mess with his mind even
You're
more.
gonna cry? Looking like this? I'd move on. And probably forget about you.
Oh, the little head tilt is great.
Hey,
The snowy summit. Yep, there it is. Oh. It's getting darker. And we're back with Pomni. Well, she got the lore dump now.
I didn't know you could play the piano.
I only know like 2 songs.
Yeah, still 2 more than most people know. Oh, the water effect is so cool.
Why are you here?
Ah, the references to the second episode.
So why are you here? to rub every mistake I've ever made in my face. I'm a terrible person.
Yep.
Is that what you want me to say?
Yep, when he pushed his mom.
I already know I am. So why does anybody still care about me?
Yes, you still deserve
I'm
it.
supposed to care.
No.
You're not supposed to miss me. You're not supposed to love me. This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Yep, the flashbacks. Come on. Reach out, Pomni. Get him.
Please. Leave me alone.
Yep. He's fallen in the dark by himself. I said the second episode reference goes crazy.
So
Come on.
You're making this so much harder.
You should have just talked to me, man.
Yes, he absolutely should have.
It's too late. I did this to myself.
Yeah, you
There's
did.
no coming back from this.
Then talk to me now.
He's finally returning the hug. Let's go.
I hate you. You know that?
No, you
You
don't.
always have to go and complicate things.
It's what I do.
I don't want to go.
No, you're not gonna get me to cry about this again. No. Damn it. I'm trying so hard. It almost got me with Ragatha earlier, and I'm on the brink of it again now, y'all. My sister and I both cried at this part in the theater. It hurts. It hurts so much. But it's so beautiful. But it hurts. I hope they frickin' kissed the brick before they threw it into my heart. I'm good. I'll be okay. The tears aren't falling yet. I gotta press on. Still hurts. It still hurts.
Stay with me.
Oh no, the object collisions. Oh.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute. Oh, I never thought the love would be making one of these.
Yes, she is lovely. Jax is lovely. So, after the movie, I had to explain the significance of the song and Jax's reaction with the bow and the blushing and all that to my sister. And for anybody who wants to argue about it, fight me. Gooseworks confirmed this on their socials recently. Jax is trans. And all of this, all the stuff about the parents, about not being the man that her dad wanted her to be, the parents getting divorced because of it, the complicated things from the mom, Jax's constant having to be seen as this cool masculine guy freaking out when getting put in the dress, but also still kind of wearing it in that one version of himself. Yeah, it's all just been constant denial, constant basically overcompensation, and looking back on the ways that Jax got tortured by Caine now makes so much more sense. The in the song "Guess Who's Running the Show," when Caine puts Jax in the electrical chair, it's because that's what Jax feels like she deserves. But then also the nightmare torture scenes when Caine is losing it, and for Jax, it's getting the skin ripped off from the body beneath it, exposing themselves like that, being exposed by their friends that they trusted and cared about. Yeah, that's all of that just fits so perfectly in place now when you think about it. Not to mention the fact that Jax's room kind of got pointed out before, but Jax's room being all pretty much like a little girl's room, essentially. It makes so much more sense when you look at it through that lens. Now, it still does not excuse everything Jax has done and how Jax treats people. It is a reason, but one of my all-time favorite sayings that I tell people all the time is, a reason is not an excuse. You can know why somebody did something, but that does not necessarily excuse why they did it. Yeah, there's reasonings why Jax acted that way, but it still doesn't excuse it, but it still makes her a very complex and painful character because, yeah, getting karma, getting payback, getting torn down emotionally, deserved for how Jax lashed out and treated other people. And yeah, you can understand why Jax did that, but it doesn't make it okay for the people who got hurt because of Jax's actions. Just kind of had to touch on that because I don't want to see people talking bad about that sort of thing because it's a complicated issue. And I've definitely known I have plenty of people who are trans, who are non-binary, who are like me and are gender fluid and have trouble getting people to recognize that sometimes, and it can be frustrating. It makes you want to lash out when people just, when you feel like you're not being understood, and sometimes you don't even understand it yourself, that makes you angrier. Still doesn't excuse mistreating people, though. Sorry, just had to interject again.
Oh, you weren't gonna try to take care of him all by yourself, were you?
I'm glad
Yeah, she was.
Too late. Like you guys.
She almost had it too. She almost had
We're
it.
all in this together.
Yeah. Oh. Now she's glitching all the way. Such an evolution from the first episode when she touched Ragatha's glitching body and it made her freak out just with her hand being affected, but she was willing to go through all that and get herself completely glitched out now for Jax. Okay, Gangle. Is this where it's gonna hit? Yep, there it is. Those aren't the fake tears either from the mask. Those are real ones. Yep, now it's all coming out. We finally get to see Gangle's room. It's really pretty. Yeah, Zubul, go comfort your girl. Yes. It's okay to be sad.
We're still human.
Aww. Now, I will say this about Gangle, and I didn't really think about it the first time I watched it, but I thought about it later. This moment really makes me think of my sister, because I've said it plenty of times. My sister is autistic. Yeah, she got the autistic coding, I got the ADHD coding. But yeah, she's autistic. And for her, sometimes emotions don't always hit her at the moment. Sometimes they'll build up and it'll be something else that triggers them later. And two specific instances of this that occurred were when a family member of ours, were two separate instances where a family member died. And she didn't cry about that in the moment. But after one of them, she got told she had to throw something away that was old and worn out, and she got really upset and had a meltdown and started crying over that. And then in another instance, a pet guinea pig died, and she got really upset and started crying, having a meltdown over that. And both of those instances happened not too long after the respective relative's death. And after the guinea pig incident, our mom was talking about it with a coworker, saying how frustrated she was that my sister would cry over that, but not over the loss of our family member. And her coworker actually told her something that really stuck with my mom. She looked at her and said, "This is her crying over it. She may not have cried at the time, but that doesn't mean she didn't feel anything about it. It's all just bottled up, and now it's finally reached the tipping point that exploded." So that's something that my mom and I have kind of kept in mind with my sister going forward, is she may not always have the emotional reaction in the moment that the bad thing happens, but it can still build up and come out later. And then sometimes when she's having a breakdown or getting really angry or sad or something that seems inconsequential, we'll try to ask her if this is just about that thing or if there's anything else she's upset about. Because a lot of times it's a lot of things accumulating at once and then bursting out with her. That's kind of how I feel it's being processed for Gangle right now, is everything that happened with Jax when he first abstracted, it didn't hit her all at once then, but now that things have calmed down, now that she's seeing it a second time, now it's really hitting her. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's just people process emotions differently sometimes, you know? Just kind of had to address that, because like I said, I thought about it later on. Also glad that we got to see some more of the rooms now.
I hope it's enough to keep him contained.
He should be calm in there. Darkness is soothing to them.
He better be. You know how many arms I had to go through to get him in there.
Yeah.
How are you holding up?
Oh, now she's the one getting her hand affected.
I've been through worse.
Yeah, you got the whole body treatment before.
All of you.
Hey, someone had to do something.
Well, I do like that the colors come back to the place. It really shows how far they've come. And Caine is back, baby! This was a part I really, really liked before, and I'm so excited to see it again. Yep. Crushing realization.
Was I truly that bad?
Had your moments.
Is this really what I deserve?
They tried to delete me. They're in the wrong, right? Did I ruin this?
A little bit, but
Again.
not completely. Yep, again. Alright, ready for another 2001 Space Odyssey reference? Because you can never get enough of those. Just him floating through it all. One thing I told my sister I liked about this whole scene, and I'll go into it more later, is it definitely feels like it's blurring both his original past and then the more recent past. So it becomes a question of when exactly did all this happen? Oh, come on, Caine, you can do it. Push through it. The neural scans. Actually, I didn't read fully what that door said. Maybe once he gets closer, I'll be able to pause and read it better. Oh. Come on, Caine, you can do it. Well, they're just gonna fall, so what can you do? Oh. Okay. Oh. So if one stops working, you change it. Different solutions for different problems. Look at all those shapes he's making now compared to the AI that struggled with it before. Oh. Oh. Come on. The drill that will pierce the heavens. Let's do it. Oh. Oh, come on. Break down the firewall. You can do it. I'm sure there's people who know a lot more about coding that could, like, pause that and analyze every bit of every line of code that's going through his eyes at that moment, but I don't know enough about it to be that knowledgeable. Alright. And I just love this evolution of his. Neural scans obsolete. Blue Street Cafe free Wi-Fi. He's accessing local Wi-Fi. Nice. So... yeah, like I said, just... the evolution of him going from a simple dot to a complex humanoid AI figure. Him, like, the first time going through and getting these neural scans. And now also that being reflected in him accessing the Wi-Fi to see this stuff. Mike Dobby. And making the circus and making Scratch. So like I said, this is so cool. Just him, the cross between the past and the more recent present. The first time him going in, and look, he still has the original names. He has all of their names. And now he's using the power for good. I love this. I love this scene. The other ones were more heartbreaking, but this one is such a good character moment for Caine. It's the evolution of him as going from a base AI to finally becoming closer to the humans that he idolized. To learning compassion, learning what he did wrong and wanting to make up for it, and just...
I was irresponsible.
Yes, you were.
I turned them against me.
Yeah, made them feel like they didn't have a choice.
I can create intelligent beings that do whatever I want, but I can't create them. After all, is their free will not what made them alluring in the first place?
But they hate me. They abandoned me.
They're from a world so much bigger than mine. I'm keeping them locked in a cage.
They had their fun out there. It's my turn now.
If I leave them unchecked, they could kill me. They
That's
already
a valid
did.
fear. Yeah. You died before.
I'm sorry I did this to you, buddy.
Oh. And there's Bubble.
All this power we had together. But we just can't exist like this. I'll miss you. I really will.
But you can recognize that while you like being with somebody, it's not healthy. You gotta let them go. I also gotta imagine the level of guilt he's gotta feel for pretty much absorbing the only other digital being who could have possibly understood what he would be going through, because he was jealous, because he felt lesser. Now he's gotta have a clearer head going into all this. That's what they all need to move forward at this point, because they're not gonna like him much if he comes back all God mode.
Hi, Caine.
It's the moon!
I don't know if I'm ready to face them again. I don't know if I deserve to be forgiven.
It may take time, but all good things do.
Very true.
I still love you.
You know, I never programmed you to say you loved me.
I know.
Oh, she does love him. Oh, yes. Now, you can probably make an argument about that whole thing being like his subconscious desire to be loved manifesting in when he created the moon. But you could also make the argument of this was a creation of his that was just allowed to exist and developed that love and attachment on her own because she got to grow and never got deleted. It could be seen either way, and either way it's still kind of sweet. I forget what their ship name is. Bluetooth or something like that. I don't know. Either way, it's cute. And I approve it. And now we're back. Oh. They're fixed. And the moment of terror sets in afterwards. Oh, Gangle. Zubo, protect your girl.
I understand that you're afraid.
Reasonably.
And you have no reason to trust me after all I've done.
Also true.
I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I want to give you control of this place. I've learned a lot about you and your world. I understand now that keeping you under my thumb just isn't right. I don't expect forgiveness, but I hope you'll at least accept my offer.
Okay, before they get to the next part, yes. Yes to everything in Caine's apology. Because another thing I tend to tell people a lot is you should absolutely apologize if you've done something to hurt someone, if you've wronged somebody. but you should never go into it expecting forgiveness. If you apologize and then get upset that they don't forgive you, then you're not genuinely sorry. You're just saying sorry to make yourself feel better, and you genuinely haven't learned that lesson. You are entitled to nobody's forgiveness. Nobody is required to forgive you if you've hurt them, but they do still deserve that apology. So yes, I love how this was handled. It is so rare for me to see an apology done well in media, and I just, glitch, thank you.
Caine,
Thank you,
really
Gooseworks.
caused a lot of hell for us. It's gonna take some time to build up any kind of trust between us again.
Which is fair. Very fair.
But despite all that, it's good to have you back.
And that really does mean a lot, considering that Zubul was always the one that had the most trouble getting along with Caine. So for them to be the one to reach out first really means a lot. Love that.
Did you need any help with...
No, not yet, anyway. We've worked something out.
Understandable.
Yeah, wait for him to still be part of the group.
I've made something for you. Feel free to join me by the stage whenever you're ready.
Also just thought of it, but I really like that when he first... let me just see where I am, like 48:53. When he first shows up... Where was it? Yeah, this moment. They're all looking around because they know what them being fixed means. They know it means he's back. But they're afraid, and they're looking all over the place thinking, oh no, he's gonna do like a big entrance to announce his return. But then just to have him float in, and none of them are even looking in that direction, because they're just not expecting it to be so slow, so vulnerable and open. It's just such a good change up from how he used to be already. Love it. Love everything about
join
it.
Me by the stage whenever you're ready.
Just had to point that out. And here comes the lore drop. Also the fact that he's doing this in such a simple way, not making a big spectacle out of it.
No more mind games.
And I love that's a YouTube button too. Even more perfect.
Pomni, Abigail Brooks. She's still an accountant, but she seems to have opened up more and is hanging out with new friends more often.
Yay,
She
she's got
even has some of
friends.
them in her videos with her, which she still
We're in
posts
giant
on occasion.
abandoned school. That's cute.
Ragatha, Susie J. Ackerman. She appears to have left her hometown, cut all communication with her mother, and has
Good.
excelled in her career. She's made many friends, and it looks like she has a strong, genuine connection with them. She seems happy.
Good.
Like she understands who she is. And
She
that
deserves
she matters
that.
to people. Gangle.
Yay, hopefully she gets more
Zoe
hugs.
Ragavan. Despite her injuries, she's made a good
Yep, she did get hit by
recovery
the
in
truck.
high school. She quit her fast food job and has gotten a new job at a small design firm. She even
gets
began
to do
posting
art.
pages of a webcomic online.
Yay!
Zubul.
Love that for her.
Riley Vercellis. After hopping around with different jobs, they look like they've settled a bit and opened their own bar. It seems to be a successful one. People all over the city come to it as a hip alternative destination where they can feel like themselves, free of judgment.
They got to leave their mark on the world.
Grant Best. He's still working in tech and is still happily married to his wife, Destiny.
Aww.
They appear to have 2 daughters together. He looks like
Yes.
he's a good dad.
He is the best dad, yes! He's always a girl dad. In every reality, Kinger is a girl dad. Love that for him. just love it. Them all realizing that they're real life other selves.
Leroy Mateo. After being unhoused for a few months, he was able to room with one of his close friends. He seems to have gotten a stable job and is able to pay rent.
Aw. Also, I just noticed
He and his
PMX
friends
in the
go out every now and
background,
again.
kind of like Jax.
Weirdly enough, a spot they seem to frequent is Riley's bar.
Aww. Love the constant face covering. Very telling.
Is any of this actually real?
Also, just the fact that the real life version of Jax is hanging out a lot in a space that is very much about accepting who you are and is very much a LGBT friendly bar. There's a good chance that Leroy's gonna get to be her truest self that Jax never got the chance to be.
You definitely have it in you. Not sure about mine, though.
Well, maybe you've got more confidence than you thought.
Damn right she does. Whoops.
I don't quite have the same power that I used to, but I can still make this place better for you. I'm keeping the worlds open, so you can do what you want when you feel like it. We're gonna be able to build this place into something better. For all of you. What do you say, Abigail?
I will say that the whole ending of them being in the circus, but Caine opening up, letting them have more control, letting them have free reign to go to whatever worlds they want whenever they want, that is an ending that a lot of people predicted would be the ultimate outcome for the circus. And it's a bittersweet one, but it's still really nice. They get to now get to just live instead of feeling like they're constantly on a schedule.
With all that being said and done, Abby is out there, living her best life. And here, I'm just Pomni.
Just Pomni is plenty. I also love that they made a giant pillow fort in the middle for Jax. Well, he's actually listening to their ideas. He's getting a little overwhelmed. Still a little jumpy around him, which is to be expected. Aww. They got to make the mural to all of the abstracted friends that they lost. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons in a Japan-themed set. Poor Caine. I love that Gangle gets to be the dungeon master. The two of them doing art is something that a lot of people always kind of wanted to see since they both like drawing. Ragatha doing her softball adventure. Oh, go, Caine, go! Oh, Looney Tunes moment. She gets a supportive mom figure and a bunch of little siblings. Let's go! She looks so happy and smug. I love it for her. Oh, they get a little dark room area for all the other abstracted ones. Aww. And Zubul gets to mix drinks for them. Let's go. Aw, they made one for Caine. Yay, you get to have a drink too, buddy. And also just looking at the evolution of the food, the diversity, the fact that it's still very clearly digital, but has so much more detail to it now compared to the food, that really blocky, low poly food they had in the very first episode. Just love the evolution of that. That is so beautiful! Just looking at the changes. Yes, all of this, yes, I love it. It hurts in some ways, but I still love it. And we're doing the zoom out like before. Everything comes full circle. Hero's journey at its finest. Pomni acknowledging the fourth wall now. Because you never know who's watching. Yeah. I remember having so many emotions afterwards, but I love seeing this now with like all the added on areas. We get to see everybody getting to have really nice adventures afterwards. They get to have an actual relaxing beach day. Caine is part of it with that fish. They get to have a cooking adventure. Oh, he's thinking about Bubble back there. Get to actually take a moment to observe all of these, and it's making me so happy. Get a new little cave exploration adventure. Oh, poor Caine. Oh, is he? Yeah, he's freaking out over that face. Hey, heck yeah, they get to be in a band. I love Gangle's little wristbands, and Ragatha's outfit is cool. Pomni's got no idea what she's doing though. Oh, they get to have a Christmas adventure. They made sweaters for Caine. They get to hang out with Moon. I love that. That's so sweet. Little glowing Christmas ornaments. Finger claws is perfect. I think this is from their D&D campaign. And Gangle getting to be the evil one this time is so fun. Oh. So, if y'all remember in I think it was in the gun episode when Caine's addressing like what, like, I don't know what you people want. And Zubul says, you know what I want? I want the ability to have, and it gets bleeped out, but it's very clear she's talking about she wants to get it, they want to get it on. And Gooseworks posted in a tweet once that Zubul did get their wish, so yes. Yeah, have fun with your girl, Zubul. Yes, the implications with Gangle's door being open too. It's perfect. Thank you, Glitch. Thank you, Gooseworks. This is an emotional roller coaster and I love it. And this moment here at the end. Yep, seeing the evolution that real life Jack / Leroy's going through. Very nice. Very, very nice. You can tell just from their postures exactly who each of them are meant to be. And that is just such perfect characterization, and I adore it so much. And it does kind of show that there is a chance for them to bond in real life. It may not actually happen, but they all still live relatively close together, so who's to say that they can't still have the chance for those moments? It'll never be exactly like the relationships they had in the circus, but that's part of the beauty of it. Also, I'm sure the 3-1 something is probably a reference to something that I'm missing, but this was a emotional roller coaster. Even watching it a second time, it still got me. But I am so glad that I saw this. I'm glad I got to see it in theaters. That was a hell of an experience. And it still hurts. It's still beautiful even watching it the second time. I don't care how many times I watch this. And I'm going to rewatch it again because kind of shown there. Some of the people I follow also reacted to it. So now I got to go back and watch those. Yay. But, well, I'm sad to see Amazing Digital Circus come to an end. There's still a lot to look forward to with Glitch. There's going to be, hopefully, Gameoverse, Gaslight District, just everything that they've got. I am just always 110% here for. So whatever they release next, I'll be there. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Aw, game over already? Don't worry, there's always more fun to be had later. If you enjoyed your stay, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for visiting Arya's Arcade. Bye-bye!